You got your 4-year cash bucket at the ready? Now's the time to be reconsidering this, man, or at least considering it if you haven't got it at the ready yet. Again, this is for soon-to-be retirees and retirees. This isn't for people like me who are still plugging money away. This is just for the people on the cusp of retiring, or people who or just anyone in retirement. All right, so we got Bitcoin, for instance, is down, what, 50%, something like that? I don't know, it was down from 65,000 to 32,000. Yeah, it's 50%. 50% in the overall market, stock market, is a pretty significant fall, but we've seen it happen. We've seen it happen twice in my lifetime, 1973 and 74. Saw it again in 2008, 2007 to 2009, and then around. And then again, we saw it roughly, not quite 50%, but a little bit below that in 2001 and 2. I'm not expecting a 50% decline in value stocks. I'm not expecting that. And I'll do another video on why not. But what we're seeing here is, if you had a significant position in Bitcoin, you're 50% poorer now, just like that. Does that mean it will go back up? I have no idea. I'll do another video on this, but I have no idea. But what if, I mean, what if you're in the market and the market takes, a 35% decline? Let's just say I have $1 million, and now you wake up a year from now, and it doesn't have to be a full year. In Bitcoin, it took, what, 6 weeks? Last year, it took 6 weeks for a 35% decline in the market. What if you wake up and you're 35% poorer? Man, I tell you, man, and I was talking to a guy yesterday, and he's done incredibly well for himself, just an auto mechanic, good old-fashioned auto mechanic. I mean, just, turning wrenches, man. That guy had $1 million in American funds, $1 million in A shares at NAV with a 25 basis point 12B1. I don't want to get into that too much here, but I'm just sitting there thinking it's time to take a little bit off the table, move $100,000. He already had, he's going to sell a building, so he'll have about 3 years of cash. I said just move $100,000 into the short-term bond fund, just to give yourself that 4 years of cash, if that makes sense. Now, he's only going to be retiring at 58, 59, so 4 years of cash will get him through for some Obamacare premiums, but he'll have to revisit this in a few years just to make sure he's still tracking. But I tell you, man, 4 years of cash, it changes. Seeing what's going on with Bitcoin, you got to have the 4 years of cash. And again, I'm not so worried about the broad value type of the market, dividend stocks going down 50%. But I am worried about the broad market as a whole, S&P 500, simply because it's so heavily geared towards the FANG stocks, and just a couple bad earnings numbers for the FANG stocks, and those suckers fall. And next thing you know, we're sitting on a 35% decline. We'll go into the difference in a different video between what Bitcoin is, because I'm not saying Bitcoin is the same thing as S&P 500. I'm not saying that. Not at all. Not at all. This is actually the reason you don't want to own Bitcoin, frankly. But we've seen 50% declines, again, 3 times in my lifetime. 73, 74, 2007, 8, 9, and then roughly 2001 and 2 in the S&P 500. And you just can't afford that if you're just recently retired, about to retire. You've got to have your cash on the side at the ready to avoid it. So yes, that might mean you're sacrificing some upside. It could also mean you're protecting yourself against a downside too. And I just hate to say it, man, but we've had a run since, my goodness, March 9th of 2009 till today. We've had one true bear market. That's it. That lasted all of what? Friggin' 6 weeks. That's it, man. That's it. Oh, hold on just a second. Here's VTI, the total stock index, from 2009 till 2020. I mean, look at this. 28, 17, 1, 16, 33, 12, basically broke even, 12, 21, down 5, 30, 21, and then I don't even know what's up so far this year. Today, I mean, just look at that, man. It's black across the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 years of black, 1 year of negative, and that 1 year of negative was down 5%. And the only other time that we had, and the only bear market was in 2020, where it turned out to be up 20.5, 21% for the whole year. Yeah, that's not sustainable. The markets always fluctuate, even in the best earnings. It's not sustainable. Make sure you got your bucket, your 4 years of cash, man. You can't, you're playing with fire here if you're not taking the gains off the table and locking away some cash. Again, for soon-to-be retirees or retirees, this isn't for, I don't have 4 years of cash. I'm trying to build up a little bit of the position, but I'm plugging money in, plugging money in, plugging money in. If you're recently retired, you're not plugging money in. You're taking out a whole different ballgame. All right, we'll see you.